Hello all, welcome you all to today's video on AWS Certification Path. It is a usual question which I come across from many people in my circle. They used to take a decision to attend AWS exams, but they don't have idea where to start with and how to proceed based on their career. Hence I have decided to make a video on this, and I hope this will be useful for you. So let's move on. AWS certification types. So if you look into the AWS certification types, there are especially two types in AWS certification. So one type is on role-based certification, and the second type is specialty certifications. So let's deep dive and let's look what both of them mean actually for us. So let's look into the role-based certification first. So if you look into the role-based certification, we have three levels in role-based certification. One is foundation level, second one is associate level, and then third one is the professional level. If you look into the foundation level, we have just one exam in the foundation level, that is AWS Cloud Practitioner. So let's see what this exam is good for. So it is actually good for people who are new to cloud computing. Who doesn't have any idea on what is cloud computing or what is a VMware server. It's better to start from the foundation level. Anyway, I have given my recommendations as well at the end of this video. Please stay connected till the end of this video to get to know my recommendations as well. Then if you look into the associate level, the first exam in the associate level is AWS Developer Associate. So this exam is actually good for developers who are working in DevOps technology or CI/CD pipeline, continuous integration and continuous delivery pipeline. And this is actually considered to be a massive exam compared to other two associate level exams. The reason is the number of topics and the number of services that are covered in AWS Developer Associate is huge. That's why I mentioned this is huge syllabus. And it mainly focus on certain services like S3, that's a storage service, IAM, the security service, then EC2, that's on compute side, Lambda serverless, and then CI/CD pipeline. The CI/CD pipeline is one of the crucial part of this exam. It mainly speaks about the version controlling, then the usage of GitHub integrated with AWS, and then the automation process in infrastructure as a service, automation process in building a platform. So this is actually one of the key area of this service. Then the Elastic Beanstalk and the deployments. Elastic Beanstalk is a AWS provided service, PaaS service. It gives you platform. So you need to know how to create deploy application in Elastic Beanstalk. And then the key area is DynamoDB. DynamoDB, that's the NoSQL database of AWS, and that plays a key role in Developer Associate. So you need to know how to provision a DynamoDB when it comes to this exam. Apart from that, it also covers other areas like the cognitive sign-on process, and then other things. Sorry, I couldn't remember the encryption process. See, this encryption, these are all very key topics in all the exam. So whichever exam you attend in AWS, definitely you will be tested in those security areas. And then all the questions will be scenario based questions. AWS Cloud Practitioner will not be a scenario based question. It will be a straightforward question, and it will be easy to clear as well. So you will not be tested too much in a scenario based question. Whereas when you once you enter the associate level, definitely you will be tested on the scenario based questions. When I say scenario based question, they will be asking questions like, assume your database is expected to receive 1000 transactions per second, how many writes and reads need to be provisioned, or they will ask a question like, assume you have 2000 requests, assume you are expected to receive 2000 requests in your serverless application. So how Lambda will be able to handle this? So these are the type of questions that you can expect in the exam. Then moving on to the next exam, that's on the Sysops Administrator exam. So this is good for the system administrators and in the operations area, people who has more controls on the deployments, and then who wants to know the traffic that comes in and out of the AWS, and who would like to design the traffic flow within the AWS. So this is actually good for them, and it mainly focuses on the load balancer, elastic load balancer, then elastic beanstalk, then security services, as I mentioned, then VPC, that's the virtual private cloud, and then cloud formation. This VPC concept is a key concept in AWS area. Whichever exams you go, you will not be able definitely you will be able to find questions from VPC. Then scenario based questions, as I have mentioned, again they all will be the scenario based questions. Then the third exam is AWS Solution Architect Associate exam. So this exam is actually good for the cloud architects who want to design their own platform in their cloud, in either in a dedicated cloud or in a hybrid cloud model, and who wants to design their high availability platform. So it mainly focuses on the design principles like high availability architecture and then secure architecture. So questions will be more like if you go on the serverless side, the S3 plus cloud formation architecture, or if you go on the compute side, the elastic elastic load balancer plus the servers. So questions will be completely revolved around designing architecture, and it also tests you tests your knowledge on designing architecture based on availability, security, and all those things. Okay, and then provisioning. So main focus areas are the VPC, high availability architecture, security, and other areas as well. When I say VPC, it is a vast syllabus. So though it looks like a one simple term, under VPC you have plenty of other concepts like internet gateway, subnets, and then also I missed to include some key services like Route 53, that's a DNS service. Okay, so, and again, as I mentioned, scenario based questions, and key point is these questions will be a little bit tough to digest, and then it may be tricky at times. Even a single word in a question could completely change the answer. So you need to read each and every word in the question. You need to, before answering for that question. So that's it about the associate level. Then moving on to the professional level. If we move into professional level, the first exam is the DevOps Professional. So DevOps is actually the merger of Developer Associate and Sysops Associate. Though I have just mentioned that as a branch out of Sysops, it's not just Sysops, it's Developer Associate plus Sysops Associate. So it is mainly intended for developers working in DevOps and CI/CD pipelines, as I have mentioned already, and you will be tested in depth in all the concepts. And main focus area, software development lifecycle, and then automation of infrastructure as code. So that's on the cloud formation, which I have mentioned. So it pretty well covers all the CI/CD concepts, and then the software developer lifecycle, that as I have mentioned on the version controlling, all those things. Also it focus on the high availability architecture area. So as I have mentioned, this architecture VPC, it will come in almost all the exams. You can't skip them, or you can't take those concepts out of any of the AWS exam in the role-based certifications. And again, they are all scenario based questions. Then moving on, we do have a solution architect professional exam, which is actually next level to the solution architect. So intended for architects again, who are working in designing cloud solution, be it on hybrid cloud or a pure cloud model. And then again speaks on the in-depth assessment. Then main focus is on storage. So S3 is one of the key service in AWS area, and that's the main storage service. And then it also speaks about networking. The VPC concepts again comes into picture. Networking, the subnet, route 53, all those services. And then security. Security, as I mentioned, plays a key role in almost all the exams. When I say security, it mainly focuses on the maintaining the keys and then maintaining certificates. So coming back to the topic. So if you would like to go for complex exams straight away, either you can start from associate level, but I don't recommend anyone starting from professional level, because professional level exams are going to be really tough, and you need to know inside out of all the concepts in AWS area. Okay, so I have seen people moving on to associate level without crossing foundation level. So again, key point is there is no mandate from AWS for you to complete any prerequisite exam. For example, if you want to take associate exam, you can go ahead and take associate level exam. You don't need to be compliant with foundation level exam. So keep that in mind. AWS doesn't enforce any mandatory prerequisite exams, but it's always better to go in a streamlined fashion instead of going straight away to the top. And then so totally there are 6 certifications exam when it comes to role-based certification. So I have acquired 3 right now. So I have completed AWS Cloud Practitioner, AWS Developers Associate, and Solution Architect Associate. In my opinion, I felt like Developer Associate and Solution Architect Associate were equally tough. And Developer Associate was, as I mentioned, it has huge syllabus. So once you are done with Developer Associate, I would strongly recommend you to take the Solution Architect Associate as well within another 6 months or so, without giving a huge gap, because they almost share at least 30-40% of the syllabus in common. Certain key services like KMS, the encryption, and then the VPC concepts. So there are common concepts between both Developer Associate and Solution Architect Associate. Yeah, even if you go for Sysops as well, those services are going to play the key role. Okay, so so out of 6 certifications, I have acquired 3 as of now. Among them, I have managed to score 90 plus on Cloud Practitioner and Developer Associate, and it came down to 86% in Solution Architect Associate. Fine. Now let's move on to the next slide. That's on specialty certifications. So if you look into the specialty certifications, you are offered with, I think, 5 courses. So the first one is on AWS Advanced Networking. This is intended for networking solutions and learn various AWS architecture like hybrid cloud, VPC concepts, etc. As I have mentioned, this will be more on the networking area. So people who would like to pursue their career in the networking area, guys, this is the course for you to go ahead. Then you have AWS Database Specialty. So here you will be tested in almost all the key database services like relational database service, and then Amazon Aurora service, then DynamoDB. And when it comes to DynamoDB, Amazon is giving more focus towards DynamoDB, and they expect us to learn DynamoDB inside out in all of their exams. So definitely DynamoDB is going to play a key role in all of their exams. Then the next one is AWS Data Analytics. People who are working on the big data, guys, this is the specialty course certification for you. You can go ahead and take up these certifications, where you will be tested in AWS in-house services for data analytics. AWS also has many in-house services like Athena, Redshift. Those are the warehouse applications. They are mainly used for the data analytics. So you might be and then even some of the SQL based services, so you might be expected to be tested more on those areas. But apart from that, they also test you on the data analytics algorithm side as well. Then AWS machine learning. So this mainly helps you to develop your skills on the machine learning and deep learning technology. Then focus on usage of machine learning services like AWS SageMaker, AWS Glue, AWS Poly. There are many services. So I think even building Alexa skills also comes under this. But I remember I had a course on building Alexa skill when I was learning this developer associate. So wherever you find something kind of a development concept, definitely Amazon expecting us to build Alexa skills as well. Then final one is AWS security. Very important section, because since it is a cloud technology, Amazon is giving utmost priority for the security, and this is intended for people working on network and network security, both cloud and hybrid cloud model. And then it mainly focuses on key rest and transit encryptions, then key management, and then certificate management, etc. So these are the 5 specialty certifications that are being offered by AWS: networking, database, data analytics, machine learning, and security. So now let's look forward towards my recommendation. So if you from my recommendation perspective, if you are new to AWS or new to IT, start from the foundation level. That's on the AWS Cloud Practitioner. That's the best place for you to start. Then if you are new to concepts like VM, service, infrastructure, there are people who would have completely worked on the front end development, either on the AngularJS, and they may find these concepts, or people from SAP, they may find these concepts as a bit difficult unless they have worked on the virtual machine, servers, and all those areas. Again, start from the foundation level. If you are already expertised in concepts like VM, servers, you can optionally skip the foundation level and start from the associate level, because you might be when you start learning the associate level, you might be familiar with most of the terms we speak in the associate level. Then if you are expertise in AMS with more hands-on, definitely, no doubts, go ahead and start strong from the associate level. Because you definitely would have got opportunity to work on key services like S3, IAM, EC2, which and those are the services that form the integral part of the AWS. So with more hands-on to them, you can always go ahead and start from the associate level. Then expertise in any specialty stream. So for example, assume you have been working as a database administrator in on-premises area, and if you would like to start focusing on the cloud area, because I have seen people who are working on warehouse technologies like Informatica, and who might be interested to learn Redshift, which is a equivalent warehouse application of cloud technology. So I would suggest them to go for an associate exam first and then take up the specialty exam. Don't go straight away for the specialty exam, because if you go straight away for the specialty exam, you might be missing out some of the essence of AWS cloud infrastructure and then the platform. So it is necessary to learn some of the basics before you go for the AWS specialty exam. So these are the recommendations from my side. So that's it for the day. All the best for your exams, future exams. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for our channel and keep encouraging us. Thank you so much.